Okay, Rita, good morning.
Good morning, Sergey.
So you're leaving today.
Yes.
Okay, so would you tell us how long you stayed and how was your journey here and how you go home? Like, what are you taking back? But that's like, let's break it in
Yeah,
parts.
yeah,
How was your first journey here and then why you came back and then how was the second one and how do you feel today?
yeah. Came here first time at the end of April for 2 weeks with my husband, and it was just to check and see if the medicine would work for my husband. He's been suffering depression for many years. So, and after 2 weeks, my husband got hope, and I got a message from Huachuma that I need a lot of healing. So originally, I came to support my husband, but during first few ceremonies of Huachuma, I realized that I'm the one who needs help. And when we left after 2 weeks, we already felt some improvements. Uh, the mood was lighter. We were kind of started healing process, and we knew we had to come back. So after a couple of months, we came back. I stayed here, so first time for 2 weeks, and this time 6 weeks, and it was such an amazing process. I got lots of healing. There were a lot of issues I had to work through, and Wachuma was guiding me. It was just interesting every time I would show up for a session, for ceremony, and I usually had no plans what to work on, and Wachuma would guide me and show me what I need to work on. So it was quite an amazing journey, and things unfolded beautifully, and I worked through a lot. And I am very grateful for my experience here, and I am looking forward to coming back. There is more healing to do, and that's absolutely amazing experience. Yes.
Okay, well, that's a nice introduction. Maybe we can just give some details to people like what were you working on? What's the like deep issues that you kind of uncovered during
Hmm.
the work and released
Yeah.
and realized and healed, like the actual process of healing, if you can express that.
Sure. I had a lot of childhood trauma related to my family, my dad, my mom, and I had very mixed feelings about my parents. They both are gone. They died many years ago, but I never properly said goodbye to them. I was angry about things that happened to me in the childhood, and I didn't know that it would be possible to heal things. I worked with psychologists for many years trying to um, feel better and kind of make some peace with my parents, and Wachuma helped me to do it, and it was just amazing how I was able not to just forgive for everything that happened, but also experience lots of love, compassion for my parents, and appreciation for them. I went back not just to my parents, but my grandparents, and made peace with them and felt a lot of love. So those were issues. I also was dealing here with things related to my family with my kids and the relationships, and Wachuma helped me to resolve that as well and feel much lighter and experience a lot of love and knowing what I need to do moving forward. So that's
Very important.
beautiful, beautiful, yes.
Okay, that's very important, of course.
Yeah,
It's like you uncovered the whole process of healing here.
yes.
Like you didn't even know what was there.
Right, exactly.
Like
And yeah, I was able to decrease and figure things out, and you helped me a lot. I was able to come to you if I was stuck, if I experienced some issues, or I didn't know what to do and how to move forward. I was able to come to you during ceremonies, and we would talk through and get things resolved. It was, yeah, amazing. Every ceremony, I would come back here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was it? How did it even happen? Just Huachuma was guiding me, and yeah, definitely felt connected to the spirit of the plant. And also the whole atmosphere here is beautiful. All the guests here that are going through healing were helping me a lot. We were helping each other, and yeah, just it was amazing. Yes. Yes.
There is certainly so much to share.
Yes.
It's like kind of highlights.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
the highlights of like a series, introspection here.
Yeah.
Did you have any resistance to the medicine in the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I had resistance, and it seems like every ceremony at the beginning, I was fighting it. I was kind of like not knowing.
Yeah,
Subconsciously, I was resisting and not letting the medicine take over. I had like fear of like what is going to happen. And during last ceremony, I finally was able just to let everything go and experience true magic.
That's why you were purging every ceremony before.
Yes.
That I saw that, and I told you that it's a resistance, and
Yeah.
you kept saying, "No, I want the medicine, I want the healing."
Yeah.
But you see, consciously you want.
Yes.
That's true. You
Right.
want the healing, you want the change, but subconsciously, deep down, you're afraid of change, you're afraid of healing.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. That's why you were rejecting the medicine after like an hour usually. Some of
2
that
hours, yeah.
within that.
Yeah.
And then I felt all the time the same thing. It's like, man, she's resisting the medicines. Like something there doesn't want to change.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't want to heal, And then finally,
Yeah.
the last ceremony that's changed.
Yeah.
That's very, very beautiful, very important. Now the work will be different from point on. Whenever you come back, like to your third cycle, there will be no resistance because you have worked through this.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like your consciousness has changed. Something shifted.
Yes.
Now you really want the medicine.
Right.
It's like I know what it's doing to me, and I want the healing, and I want to go deeper. So I accept the medicine fully. That's it's very beautiful to see the transformation, because for some people it's hard. It's not like they. It's the same like you. It's not like they don't want the medicine. Everybody wants healing and the medicine, of course. But deep down, there is something there that just used to pain, used to suffering, and kind of hold on to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but that's true. I see it in many people. It's like people say, no, I don't want to suffer. I want to change. I want to find happiness. I want. And they truly do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there is a part of them that kind of identify with it, and it's just the suffering become a part of their identity. So by releasing this, they feel like they're releasing part of themselves. It's kind of, it's all I know.
Right.
If I let the pain go, then what left, of me?
Right.
So that's the very deep stuff, It's like, but that's what it is. The medicine shows you what's beyond pain. And you're like, okay, that's much better.
Yes.
I want this.
Yeah.
Give me that, and that's the work you're doing. So you did very well, very, very good process. And it's interesting how you thought you came here to support your husband.
Yeah.
And then it went vice versa, kind of mutual. It's a
Right.
mutual thing, mutual work.
Yeah.
Beautiful, and it's amazing to see progress in both of them. And you show up, you commit, and then the results are there.
Yeah. There were days that I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot drink it anymore.
That's
I'm
it. I want
just
to go home. I want to see my dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a work. It's a real
Yes,
work.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a beautiful work, but it's a very deep, and it's touching pretty much everything that you have inside.
Right. It's not
Things
a
that you
walk
don't
in the
even
park,
remember.
right?
Yeah.
It just, yeah, every day you show up and you know that you need to do work.
It's a
Yes.
work. That's why I
Yeah.
call it work. I mean, it's beautiful
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
It's lovely, enjoyable, amazing work. But of course, when you go through some difficult emotional, parts of your past, well, then you have to experience and understand and forgive and let go and feel better. After that, like
Yeah.
long healing,
Yeah.
like long-lasting healing. You
Yeah.
know.
I had a lot of emotions stuck in my body. The ones like
Mhm.
I didn't know they were there,
Mm.
and I got released from that. Yeah. So that's
Yeah. Stagnated emotions
Yeah.
for decades
yeah.
and
Yeah.
decades and decades. I mean, it's just like becoming you,
Yeah.
becoming part of you.
Yeah. Right.
It's like you think that it's you actually,
Yeah.
but not necessarily. There is more to you than your memories and your suffering. All this can be undone, basically, and you can reshape your future by understanding and healing your past.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's amazing. So what else would you like to share with people? Like, I don't know, something, whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to share something with females who who travel alone, come here, do the medicine. What would you tell them as a
Yeah.
woman to woman?
I want to say that it's very safe here. I felt very safe, and I was able to open myself up to people, guests that are here, and share my stories, share my discoveries. One of the really amazing parts of ceremony or the process is to come back here to Huachuma Wasi and have dinner with the guests, and then after that fire and sharing. And it's a huge part of integration, and I felt so safe here to kind of tell people what I went through in my life and how I was able to heal during the ceremonies. So yeah, there is nothing to be afraid of, and it's absolutely beautiful here, nice weather. Sergey, your family is amazing. Just watching you and your wife and your kids, so much love there. And so it really helps to feel good and comfortable and safe. So yeah, it's a good place to be here. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Rita. Well, thank you very much. That was a nice, very brief. That's not our usual format. The usual
Yeah.
format is like an hour. We
Right.
talk deep, kind of. But I don't have the camera now, so using the backup camera. But it's okay. It's highlighting
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah. Yeah. We are planning on coming back next year for a month or so
Yeah,
to
Reconnect.
reconnect and do another cycle of healing.
yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
It will be so different because you go back, you integrate, you grow through this experience,
Yeah.
and then you bring back all this consciousness, all this life experience, all this integration into work,
Mhm.
and then it just expands more and grow more. But the healing goes, the trajectory is up. It's
Yeah.
only up.
Yeah.
It might be, not at a high angle in the beginning, but it's still up. If you kind of zoom out and you look, like let's say you have a chart of healing, like the chart is going up.
Mm.
So even though during the process it might be up and down,
Right.
it's up and down, up and down. Some days you feel like, some days you feel low and doubtful of the process, but then that's a normal process.
Yeah.
Then you go up, and then you understand that it's just all part of the ride, But if you zoom out, then you see that the trajectory is going up. The chart is going up to the right,
Yeah, the day after ceremony, like you are tired and maybe not in the best mood because you just did a lot of work the day before. That's when you may feel a little bit low, but it's overall, it's up. Yes.
It's up,
Yeah.
and then you rest, then you eat,
Yeah.
and you take a walk, and then you have a good sleep at night, and you feel full of energy and ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
How you feel today?
Oh, amazing.
Amazing,
Yeah,
of course, because
yeah.
something
Yes.
shifted, so that's
Yeah.
it.
Yesterday was a big day.
You know.
It was a big day.
And it's so important to have this closing, like a last ceremony before leaving, with all these resolutions and realizations. It's very important. That's why I tell people somehow medicine knows when you leave. I don't know how does it work, but it knows. It's like, that's why I always tell people, make a commitment. Whatever time you want to stay here, a week, a month, 3 months, doesn't matter, but commit and just work within time frame, and then see what happens. And usually the medicine gives you some kind of gifts right at the end, like a last ceremony.
Yeah.
So that's just how
Yeah.
I see it over and over.
Yeah, last message of yesterday was so powerful that I need peace, and I know how to be in peace with myself. And I was just like, wow, this is, I'm done running from myself. I know I'm here, and I'm currently in peace, and I know how to get to be peaceful.
Yeah, how to maintain that.
How to maintain that.
That's
yes.
very important.
Yeah.
That's all we want, really. I mean, that's what the healing is. You find this peace, everything sorts itself out, Everything is like, okay, I'm in peace, everything is fine. All problems just disappear.
Right.
It's like a mathematical equation. It's like 2 plus 2. You find peace, okay, equals happiness. That equals well-being.
Yes.
So that's the thing. Huachuma is the medicine of peace for sure, among other things. And this peace brings clarity, and clarity brings healing, and healing brings change and everything. It's like it's just a one thing with many. It's like one journey with many stops, kind of. So okay. Any closing statements? For everybody.
Yeah.
For everyone who wants to do medicine, who is curious, who feels that can help them resolve their problems and find answers, but may be afraid of it. What would you tell to those people who are afraid of medicine?
Yeah, don't be afraid. The medicine is gentle and beautiful, and just trust the process. Come here and you'll get lots of healing. Yes. And find your happiness and peace. Yeah, I just definitely come here, and for as long as you can. Yeah, as long as you can. Yeah.
Okay, Rita, well, thank you very much. Have a beautiful journey home.
And thank you, Sergey. Yeah.
And we'll see you next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank
Sounds
you.
Good. Thank you.